Laziness is a killer, and it's one of those things that you don't want to see in your partner, or you don't want to experience in your marriage. Welcome to my channel, Sarah Gani, where I talk about life and share tips on how to do life better. And in case you're new here, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. And if you're back, welcome back and bring a friend. So this whole thing of lazy people, it's one of those things that really irritate. And it's very easy to tell that you are actually dating a lazy girlfriend, or you have an extremely lazy boyfriend. Yeah, it's very easy to tell that. But because we always focus on, the physical look, what people are going to say, how we look on social media, we don't really, dig deep into those things. And when we get to commit, it dawns on us, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And you find that the entire burden of taking care of the home is on you. And guess what? In just a very short while, you are breaking. So what does it really mean to be lazy? Some people may actually be very hardworking out there. They have a job, but every time someone goes to work, you can't really tell what they do or how they are performing at work. You can't tell that they're so hardworking, because who brings an appraisal form, or who calls the boss and says, hey, can you tell me how my girlfriend behaves at work? Really, we don't really go into those details like the way it was in school and our parents. But every time you're doing something together, this person is a bit laid back. They don't want to get so involved. They want you to be the one to come over all the time. They don't want to go the extra miles for you as well. You are the one always paying the bills, but they also don't want to chip in a bit. Yes, we say that men are supposed to provide, but you, the lady, are you also providing are you adding something small to the table? You can't even tell that this person has a lazy mind. All they're thinking about is cafe javas, or they're thinking about going on a road trip. Like, their conversations are just about fun. When you start talking about some serious things like career, going back to school, they're like starting up a business. They're sort of comfortable where they are, even when you feel that this person has a lot of potential and they should be going to the next level. The way their response rate is laid back. It's just laid back. Those are clear signs that, hey, this person has a lazy attitude towards life. And there's also this thing of laziness in the relationship. Yeah, you're always pulling the strings. Just imagine farmers who use oxen to plow. Now there's that other, is it ox that is ahead, or the two that they use the energy to pull. They pull. Their work is to pull. And when they slow down, the farmer gets a whip and sort of hits them. They keep pulling further. Now you maybe you're that kind of person in your relationship. You're pulling this person to progress. You're pulling them to something developmental. Let's invest here. You're pulling them. Let's have this conversation. You're pulling them. When it comes to like the really important stuff, you're pulling them. But of course, when it comes to those things of touching each other, they slip in so easily. They respond so easily. Stuff to do with eating, they respond so easily. My dear, that is like really laziness, and at the end of the day, you're going to break. Now, let me tell you that danger when you actually settle. Not that you're not settled. When you actually get married to this person, you are going to do everything in the house. You're the one who will care if the curtains are falling down. You're the one who will care if the walls are not painted right. You're the one who will care if there is no food, or maybe the child is over crying, or the clothes need to be washed, or the bills need to be paid. Because you have sort of created an environment where you're that ox that keeps pulling. You keep pulling, and this person is just there seated and celebrating and looking nice, and they keep updating themselves on social media and saying we are a perfect couple and we are doing so well. But in actual sense, you're doing everything in the relationship. So what can you really do to get out of some of these things? Start to think of yourself. As much as you're two, have some room for yourself. especially when you're dating, even when you're married. Have some room for yourself. Take off some time and say, you know what, I think I'm going to celebrate myself. Just surrender and say, you know what, if there is no power, let there be no power. I'm not going to put in money for the 100th time for power when you actually have the money. So you have to close your eyes and say, okay, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Because every time you keep sacrificing, you're creating an enabling environment for this person to continue being lazy, for this person to continue being uninvolved, for this person to continue being irresponsible. And you will be surprised how much they spend out there, how much value they place on other things and not these things, because you have created an environment where you can handle everything. So every time you're showing your partner that you can do it all, yes, I know that you can do it all, but remember, it's something between the two of you. You're supposed to be doing things together. As much as you're more educated or you earn more, or you may be probably having an advantage over this person in certain things, try to have that system where you involve the person. As a teacher in my classes, if I have a learner who is not really as fast as the rest, I'll still give them tasks. The tasks that I give them may not be as hard as the ones that I give someone who is extremely brilliant. It's okay, but the thing is, I have to keep this person. I have to cultivate that culture of getting involved, of trying, even when they fail. They should keep trying, and when they excel, my work is to really, really, really celebrate them, and when they fail, keep encouraging them. So that's the same thing you're supposed to be doing in your relationship, in your marriage. Don't be the one that does everything. You do the calling, you do the financing, you do you're doing everything. As much as you have the energy, you have the resources, you have the finances, please don't get into that habit of doing everything. Leave some room for this person to get involved so that you can test their commitment. So what happens when maybe you have a job, you have children, and you have been transferred somewhere, and this person has to stay with the children? Everything will fall apart because you have created an environment where this is like a big child, a big baby in the house, and you're taking care of another big baby. That is something that you don't want to experience. I hope that you have learned something, and in case there's something that you want us to talk about, please drop me a comment, and don't forget to share this content with the people that you care about, the people that you love, and be safe. Have a good day.